Once a young man, who was very eager to be successful in life, approached a Buddhist monk and asked him, "Master,
Please
give me some advice on how to achieve success quickly. I have been trying for many years, and I have tried many things, but nothing seems to work. Please give me some guidance." The monk observed that the man was very restless and impatient. He realized that the man's impatience was the reason for his lack of success. He said to him, "My friend, to achieve anything in life, you need to keep patience. Let me share a story with you to illustrate the importance of patience." And with that, the monk began to narrate a story. Once there was a king who got lost while traveling alone in a forest. As night started to fall, he looked around from a hilltop, but did not see any people or village nearby. After some time, he noticed a light shining from a distance. He started to walk towards the light, and eventually reached a hut, where he found an old lady who was cleaning up the hut. Seeing him, she welcomed him, thinking that he was a soldier from the army. She offered him some water to drink. Then she made a bed for him to lie down. The king was very hungry, so she gave him a plate of hot rice and curry. The king was so hungry that he quickly grabbed the hot food and started eating, which burnt his fingers, and he spilled some rice on the floor. The old woman observed this and said, "Oh, you are too impatient. Like your king, you have burnt your fingers and lost some food." The king was puzzled and asked, "Why do you say that our king is impatient?" The old woman explained, "Our king has ambition of conquering all the large enemy forts, but he is ignoring all the small ones." The king interrupted and asked, "What's wrong with that?" She smiled and said, "The king says to defeat the enemies has caused him to lose many soldiers in his army, due to which his army strength is depleting. Just like your haste has caused you to lose some food. If you had eaten the cooler food at the edge of your plate first, and then moved on to the center, you would have not burned your fingers or spill your food." Similarly, the king should focus on the small force to consolidate his power so that he can capture the large force without losing his soldiers in the army. The king understood his mistake and recognized that patience and avoiding haste in any situation is very important. After finishing the story, the monk turned to the man and asked, "Do you understand the importance of patience? Patience is very important in our life if we want to be successful. If you saw a mango seed in your garden, you cannot hope to get mangoes from it. The next day it will take some time. You will have to look after the plant. You will have to water it regularly. You will have to wait patiently. After a few years, when the plant becomes a tree, it will produce mangoes, but if you are in a hurry, you cannot grow any fruit. Similarly, if you want to succeed in life, then you need to have patience and work hard, consistently. Patience is such a wonderful quality that if you have patience in your life, then nothing is out of your reach. And also you will always be happy in your life." The story teaches us a beautiful lesson on patience, reminding us that being impatient and looking for quick results can lead to failure and frustration. The young man in the story, who wanted to be successful quickly, was not willing to wait and work steadily. Similarly, the king, who was in haste to conquer all the large forts, was not paying attention to the small ones. Both of them suffered because of their impatience. We can also see in our life how impatience can harm us. An impatient person messes with jobs frequently, without learning anything useful. or building a stable career. An impatient person may also rush into a relationship without knowing their partner well and end up with problems and regrets. An impatient person may also try to lose weight or get fit quickly without following a healthy and sustainable plan and end up with disappointment and health issues. We need patience in every aspect of life. When we want to achieve something in life, we should first understand the process and then work toward it patiently. Therefore, let us learn from the story and practice patience in our lives. Let us not be in a hurry to get everything we want, but rather work hard and wait for the right time. Let us not be frustrated by the obstacle we face, but rather overcome them with perseverance and wisdom. Let us not be disappointed by the results we get, but rather appreciate the efforts we made. Let us be patient with ourselves and others, and enjoy the journey of life. Because patience is the key to success and happiness.